Hey, hey. Good morning, friends. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I'm just getting ready to send a text here. Figuring out, I got multiple technologies going right now. Let's see. Let's get the text sent out. If you want to text when I go live, go to my website and sign up. And I will send a text to let you know. I send it ahead of time for devotions, and I send it, whoops, did I just close my, no, phew, I thought I closed my video. I send it as I go live for the kitchen. Okay, pardon me, bear with me. Bear with me. All right, there we go. All right, so this morning I am live both in my coaching group and my main page. I went live in both places. So I have comments from all different places. I'm watching them in two different places. And the reason I did that this morning is because tomorrow is the big day. Okay, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, we all know. And I think that everybody can use a bit of encouragement today because tomorrow's going to be a tough day, isn't it? Tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. But if you get into the mindset of, well, I can't do this. I'm not strong enough to stay healthy on Thanksgiving. I'm not strong enough to stay on plan during Thanksgiving. There's no way I can do this. It makes for a tougher day. It makes for me, that mindset would mean I'd spend until at least Monday off plan, most likely till New Year's, January 2nd. So for me, it's important to stay 100% on plan through the holidays. That mindset of 100% on plan has changed so much for me, okay? It has changed so much for me. It has taken me from a place of constantly starting over, of constantly feeling like I'm not getting it right, of constantly having regrets, to rocking my way through a holiday with amazing treats and being proud of myself on the other end because I treated my body with nutrition and delicious treats. So this morning, I'm going to make a treat that is super decadent, okay? It's going to be super ooey, gooey, delicious, hopefully, because I have found recipes that are way too heavy, and I'm lightening this one up. So hopefully it will come out right. I know, it's unusual for me to wing anything. I know, I don't usually wing it. I usually follow recipes. Found some goodies at an Amish market. Nice, Shelly. That's awesome. Some on-plan treats that you could buy somewhere else. That's fantastic. I know, Sarah. Aren't you shocked? Okay. So regular crack biscuits or regular crack chicken. Do y'all know what crack chicken is? I'm going to say it in case you don't. Crack chicken is chicken that is coated in cream cheese, mozzarella cheese, and ranch and bacon. Now you know why they're called crack, because they're amazing. Yeah, I bet they were, Shelly. But good for a treat, right? You're worth the extra few bucks for the health and the nutrition. Not an everyday thing. All right, so traditional. I act as though crack biscuits are a tradition from the Little House. Pretty sure nobody at Little House on the Prairie was making biscuits from cheese. But I could be wrong. Maybe Caroline Ingalls is the first cheese biscuit maker. But it's doubtful. Typical crack. Oh, thank you for the stars party, you guys. Thank you so much. Typical crack. Typical fathead. There we go. Fathead pizza dough. Pizza biscuit dough. All kinds of dough. If you haven't had fathead dough, it's made out of cheese. And it's cheesy, gluten-y like because of the cheese that's in it, but there's not a lot of flour. So I'm going to do a take on fathead dough with biscuits. This is not something that I eat every day. I don't. When I first started my journey, I could. I'm smaller than when I first started my journey. My back itches. Use my knife. When I first started my journey, I could eat all the crack, everything. And by crack, I mean cheese and bacon ranch, okay? Nobody think I'm over here cracking it. I could eat all these things all the time. I cannot eat all these things all the time now. My body is smaller. It needs less heavy S, needs less. But it's Thanksgiving. And listen to me. I'm going to enjoy good for me, healthy, nutritious foods that are decadent. Okay? I ain't eating no boring Thanksgiving dinner. It's not happening. All right? So 4 ounces of cream cheese would be in your typical fathead dough. How many ounces? This is 8 ounces. So I'm going to do just, let's see. Why can't they put lines on the inside of the bag? Philadelphia cream cheese, if you happen to be watching, which you ain't, could you please put some lines on your cream cheese so I know where the ounce marks are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So it's about this much. I'm going to do about this much. So about 2 ounces. Not the whole 4 ounces. So just a little dibby dab of cottage cheese. Nope. Cream cheese. And then I'm going to put cottage cheese in to replace some of that cream cheese. I'm going to do about a half a cup of cottage cheese, but I am going to strain out some of the whey first because I want this just the curds. Little Miss Muffet would not be happy about this. She likes her whey. She'll get over it. So I'm going to use half a cup and I'm going to strain it through my nut bag. I ain't used a nut bag live for a while, have I? Nut bags. Everybody loves a nut bag. All right. I'm just going to get rid of some of my whey so that I have mostly curds. So it will be drier. Okay, whole bunch of liquid just came out of there. All right. You could just put it in a paper towel and let it sit for a few minutes to dry out if you don't have a nut bag. But if you do have a nut bag, use it. You never know what you're going to get on Cooking with KJ, right? Nut bags and crack. I am literally the most like, I do not do dangerous behaviors. I don't drink, don't smoke, don't go with folks that do. How's that go? Don't smoke, don't drink, don't hang with, I don't know, my pastor used to say it. And here I am talking about crack and nutbags. All right, I'm going to do 1.5 cups of mozzarella. The mozzarella, she's important to fathead dough. And this, I use a low-fat mozzarella, skim mozzarella. Because it cuts a little fat. Okay, I'm gonna pop that in the microwave for about a minute, and then I'm going to stir it up. Actually, I think I'll start with 45 seconds and go with that. Just see how it goes. Has anybody made fathead dough? I love it. And the name is significantly unfortunate. My coffee's cold. Can I ever drink a cup of coffee without it being ice cold in 2 minutes? All right. After this comes out, I'm going to add flour and eggs. My cheese is going to be hot and melty. Right, Faith? I know. I spent a lot on this sale. It is easy to get carried away on a sale. All right. This has got to be melted all the way. So you cook it until it's melty, but don't overcook it because it'll get hard. So it's starting to, but it is not. There's still quite a few pieces of mozzarella that are not melted. So I think a minute to a minute and 20 seconds would be perfect. Interesting, Shelly. Heat up your mug basically with hot water before you put your coffee in it. That's a smart idea. My one splurge. I'm not sure what you mean, Charlotte. Can you say that again? Okay, here's my cheese. Look at this melty goodness, okay? Yum! All right, it's not going to be as smooth as if you use cottage cheese. I mean cream cheese, because I've got cottage cheese in there, so I'm just going to mash it up some. It'll smooth out when I put my other stuff in it. So I get this nice, melty, gooey mess. So now I'm going to add 3 eggs. I'm going to add them one at a time and stir real quick because my cheese is hot and I don't want my eggs to scramble. So make sure you stir them quick or they'll start to cook. They'll be all right if you stir them in, because now the cheese, doing that with just 1 egg, the cheese is cool enough that it's not going to cook my eggs after just putting 1 cold egg in there. Just that first one you put in, they say you can like pour it in slowly and stir, but I just dump it in and stir real fast. All right, so I got my eggs in there, 3 eggs. Now I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup of almond flour. And I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup of Trim Healthy Mama baking blend, which is right here. You could do, I think you could do about a cup. Instead of a cup and a half, you could do a cup of no carb easy bread too. I haven't tried it, but I think you could do that. So 3/4 of a cup of almond flour, 3/4 of a cup of baking blend. The baking blend is just going to lighten this up a little bit versus the all almond flour. I'm doing just fine eating gluten and dairy. I haven't had a single issue. I put it back into my diet perfectly fine. I didn't have any impact whatsoever. Okay, 1/2 cup of cooked bacon. So, man, I'm low on some bacon. I should have ordered that with my last order. So I'm going to say this is like 6 slices. I'm going to cook that up. Get it crispy in the microwave. In the microwave. I love pre-cooked bacon. I don't know what life was like before it. But I love it. All right. I'm going to put, this is Rhonda's Ranch powder. Okay, I'm going to put about an ounce is the size of a package. Sure, you can make it without bacon. Sure you can. It's yours. Do what you want. Put chicken in it. Put sausage in it. Don't put anything in it. It's all up to you. All right, I'm going to measure out an ounce and see how much it is. Because a package of ranch powder is an ounce. So I want to use about that much. That seems like a lot. Okay, so it's what? I guess a quarter cup. of Rhonda's ranch powder in there. I'm going to put a half a cup of chopped up bacon. Yes, I'm live in all the places this morning, Meredith. I decided to go live in all the places because you know what? I know Thanksgiving is tough for some folks. This is a hard season, especially if being 100% on plan is new to you. If you haven't done 100% on plan before, but you're committed to doing 100% on plan through the holidays, the first year can be a little tough. When Aunt Betty shows up with her famous pecan pie and serves it warm with ice cream on top, you might want to punch somebody. I'm not going to lie. There are times that it's not that easy, but it's always worth it, and it's always doable. And if you go into Thanksgiving prepared, if you have a plan, okay, make a plan. Listen, you are worth the extra effort. Don't say, I don't have time to make extra side dishes, KJ. Yes, you do. I don't care how busy you are. You can take a few minutes, okay? You can take a few minutes. You can take a couple hours. You can get your butt out of bed an hour earlier than normal. You can stay up later than normal. You can find the time. If you really want to succeed and you really want to stay on your healthy path all through Thanksgiving, all through Christmas, you can find the time. Because guess what? You're going to find the time to do other stuff. I can guarantee it. If it's something you want to do, you will make the time to do it. Oh man, isn't it, Susan? It is mighty empowering, you guys, to get through the holidays 100% on plan. It is empowering. It makes you realize that when it comes to your health, you're in charge. You can do what you want. That's right, Meredith. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated. It can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. If you want to make every single side dish THM and a whole regular one for the sad, unhealthy people in your life, you can. You can do it. If you just want to do one or two sides, you can. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy to turn away Aunt Betty's pecan pie. And Aunt Betty may be like, excuse me? You're not going to have my famous pecan pie? Aunt Betty will get over it. Let me just tell you. Did I just freeze up? I'm frozen up on my end. Did I just freeze up? I think I did. Hold up, if you can hear me. I think I'm back. I did. I froze up on my end. Okay, I'm back. My apologies. Hopefully, there we go. I'm back. All right, so here's what I got in here. I've got 2 ounces of cream cheese, 4 ounces or half a cup of cottage cheese, drained. Got rid of the moisture. I've got 1.5 cups of finely shredded mozzarella. It doesn't have to be finely shredded, but skim mozzarella. I've got no baking powder. I'm supposed to have baking powder. 2 teaspoons of baking powder in these biscuits. If I had missed that, that would have been a horrible fail, because this is an important, baking powder is really important to fathead dough. It would have been just a hunk of melted cheese, a hunk of cheese. All right, I've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I've got 3 eggs, 1 ounce, which was a 1/4 cup of ranch powder. I used Rhonda's Ranch from Trim Healthy Cookbook. I have 3/4 cup of almond flour, 3/4 of a cup of baking blend, a half a cup of chopped up bacon, and now I'm gonna do, I told you these were decadent, about 3/4 of a cup of cheddar. Well, mine is a mixed blend because I always buy the mixed blend, because if I buy straight cheddar, Maren won't eat it. It's too yellow. I can't eat that yellow cheese. I need the stuff with the white in it. Oh my word. Okay. So we buy the 3 mix blend. All right, that's it. That's my dough. Now I'm gonna just put it into, whoopsie, biscuit size balls. I think I may spray my stone. I don't know that I need to. You know what? I think I'll use I'm not going to use parchment because I want the stone effect. I'm going to spray my stone. But if you're using a glass pan, you could use parchment. I would use parchment. I don't know how big to make these to fit this pan. So I may take 2 attempts here. I'm going to make them what I think they should be. No, that's going to be too big. I need to make them smaller. Oh, I almost just flung cheese in my coffee. I got to be honest, that would have ruined my coffee. Okay. These, y'all, are going to make a serious breakfast sandwich if I want. But these are going to go with my lunch tomorrow. My Thanksgiving dinner. I am making on-plan cranberry sauce tonight because cranberry sauce is crucial to me. So I'm going to make the Trim Healthy version, one that's in a can. Probably. They are messy, Tracy. I'm going to make that. I'm going to make some Fuel Pull stuffing for myself. Or, well, maybe an S. I don't know. I'm going to make some stuffing out of no-carb easy bread. I have sweet potatoes. I'm just going to have a baked sweet potato with my meal. Yeah, I don't know. I might roast them. I like roasted sweet potatoes. Girl, I'm having some yellow mashed potatoes, and I'm going to have gravy. The gravy, everybody will eat the gravy that I make. It'll be on plan, and nobody will be the wiser. Tina just put on a pair of pants that she hasn't worn in 2 years. Charlotte. Could be all the rage. Cheese and hot cocoa. Gross. Chicken bacon ranch cheese in my hot cocoa. Nasty. Do you have a Thanksgiving favorite that you don't know how to THMFI? That you'd like to make something similar, but you just don't know how? Because I can probably help you with that. So leave it in the comments and I can do my best to find you an equivalent recipe or to tell you how to tweak it. It's doable, you guys. It's doable. And listen, once you've been on plan for a long time, all of these Thanksgiving remakes taste delightful. Because let me just tell you, if you go dive in your face into off-plan food tomorrow, you're going to get a stomach ache if you have been on plan for a while. If you've been eating healthy for a while, you're going to get the diarrhea on Thanksgiving, okay? Nobody wants Thanksgiving diarrhea. Nobody. Your family doesn't want you at their house having Thanksgiving diarrhea. I can promise you that. Watergate salad. I don't know what that is. Tell me what Watergate salad is. I plan tomorrow to go live because I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking about making pineapple stuffing. Has anybody had pineapple stuffing? Somebody in my life told me yesterday their favorite Thanksgiving side dish is sweet pineapple stuffing. I had never heard of it, but then when I looked it up, I was like, Somebody tell me what Watergate salad is because I don't know. I probably do, I just don't know it by name, is my guess. No, it's bread, it's white bread with sugar and pineapple and eggs. It sounds weird, but it looks delightful. And everybody that I've mentioned it to has been like, oh my gosh, I love pineapple stuffing. So I may attempt that tomorrow. Something different. I don't know. Tell me what Watergate is. Maybe I'll do that live tomorrow. Maybe I'll THMify that if I know what it is in time. Watergate salad is Cool Whip, a box of pistachio pudding with marshmallows. Okay, well, that just got way complicated. I know exactly what that is. That's the green salad that the old ladies bring to the potluck that I want to cover my entire body with because it's so good. I wonder if I can do that. You've given me a challenge. Maybe I'll make on-plan Watergate salad tomorrow morning. I love Watergate salad. I didn't know that's what it was called. You think, Melissa? You think? I don't know. I think I can do it. I challenge myself. I am too, Meredith. I love the old ladies' food at potlucks. I have weird hair happening today and it's stressing me out. What is that? It's like a handle. All right. Yeah, I call it the green fluff. That's what I've always called it, green fluff. All right, I'll make Watergate salad tomorrow, hopefully. Let me do some digging. Let me do some research on how I could make. I'm going to do it, Melissa. All right, here's my biscuits. I was just shy of filling the pan, but it's okay. So this is what I'm going to do, you guys. I'm going to wrap this in saran wrap. I'm going to put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. I'm going to let it sit in the fridge for 30 minutes, okay? At the end of 30 minutes, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to pop it into a 425 degree oven for probably, maybe 30 minutes. I will update you when they come out. I will post unless they suck and then you'll never hear another word about it. You'll be like, whatever happened to those crack biscuits she made? And I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I'll delete the video because they'll be horrible. So if they come out good, I will update you with what I did, and we will write up the recipe at some point, probably after Thanksgiving, because I don't want to make Tracy work the day before Thanksgiving. That's mean. All right, so I'm going to put them in the fridge, then I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to bake them for 30 minutes at 425. And then I will show you all what they look like via photo. I love you guys. Listen, if you were in my coaching group, you stay on plan. You hear me. You listen to your mother. Just kidding. I'm not being mean. I know, if there's one thing I know, you are able to have an on-plan, delicious, amazing Thanksgiving. I have done it 2 years in a row now. I have been 100% on plan for Thanksgiving. Tomorrow will be day 3, year 3, time 3, attempt 3. I will do it. I'm going to have pumpkin pie too. Miss Marin and I are going to make, she made pumpkin pie yesterday in a class, and we're going to make a healthy one tonight because I love some pumpkin pie. Okay, I love pumpkin pie. I am making the effort to have a healthy Thanksgiving. I could have 100 people in this house eating off-plan food and I still would not go off-plan because I am making a plan. And there is no reason to go off-plan. Just because it's Thanksgiving does not mean cardiac disease doesn't still exist. Does not mean food addiction does not still exist. Does not mean heartburn doesn't exist. It doesn't mean that cancer doesn't exist. It doesn't mean that diabetes doesn't exist. All of that still exists, despite it being Thanksgiving. Just because it's Thanksgiving, it means nothing. You know what it means? On-plan turkey food. That's what it means. And it means other ways to enjoy Thanksgiving. Okay? So, there. All right, you guys. I love you all so much. Yeah, you are, Charlotte. I am worth healthy bacon cheddar biscuits. I am worth the effort, and you are worth the effort, and it is worth it. And I hear some people so often say, if I'm too restrictive and I don't enjoy, if I can't at least look forward to Thanksgiving, I can't stay on a diet that does that to me because it's just too hard. If you are a food addict like KJ, if you eat off plan tomorrow, you very well likely could end up in the pit of off-plan leftovers and illness until Monday when you're like, okay, I got to get back on plan. And sometimes it's really hard to get back on plan. For me, Monday, Thanksgiving turns into Monday on plan, which then turns into New Year's. Very easily goes from Thanksgiving to New Year's because you know what? I'm already off plan. What's the diff? Don't do that to yourself. You're worth more than that. Go make some cheddar crack. Go make some crack. All right. I gotta go to work. I'm like 20 minutes late. Sorry, boss. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving Eve. I will see you tomorrow live for devotions. And hopefully everybody cross your fingers and your toes. And anything else you have the physical ability to cross. Do it that I can figure out an on-plan Watergate salad. Okay? I love you all. Have a blessed day. See you.